Hello, 5th grade distance learners. This is Mr. Manzant with our new lesson for the next rotation starting next week on the 30th. It'll be starting Monday. But we are studying a country called Haiti, and I've put your lesson online with a little history about Haiti and a description of what we're doing. And we're going to be making these little Haitian houses that they make over there using recycled materials. These are actually metal made from an old oil drum. And these artists cut these out and paint them so it looks like their little houses they have on the island. And this one has hooks on it, so this is what we call functional art. You can hang this on the wall and either hang towels on it, keys, coats, whatever you like. So it's a functional piece of art. So the first part of this project, what we're going to do is practice drawing one of these houses on paper so we can learn the tricks. Now the first thing you're going to do is start with a rectangle, and this will be the house, the basic house. Now, these artists are folk artists, so that means they've taught themselves how to make their own art and taken pointers from other people. They've never gone to school for art. So they've learned some little tricks to make things look more real. Like the porch starts on these corners, and we're going to make the line for the porch go out at an angle this way and at an angle this way. And this is going to make it look more 3D, like it's coming out towards us. I'll put a small, skinny little rectangle underneath here. And then we're going to go ahead and draw the roof of the house, and it's going to stick out a little bit on either side. And the roof can go up like this, and it can be pointy on top, or we can make it flat. I'll just make this one flat. Now I'm going to put some supports holding up the roof on the corner of the porch here, and I'm using two lines, and I'll make a third line really close to those two lines. Stop short and make it an angle like this so it looks more 3D. I'll have a little bit of erasing there. Here's the other post, and I'm drawing quickly and around this camera, so it's not perfect, but you get the idea. We'll make that go down at an angle. Alright, now this house is kind of floating in space, so I'm going to go ahead and put some blocks underneath it, holding it up. And I'm going to put some stairs on the front of it, and stairs will make two lines that go down, and two that go out, two that go down, and two that go out, and then two that go down, and I'll go straight across. Now all I do is connect the points like this, and these stairs will start to look 3D. A lot of the houses in Haiti, well, most of them don't have air conditioning, so you will see in the roof a little window up here, and what this window is for is to let the heat out when it's hot out during the day. And usually there's little shutters on the window, and we'll make these shutters look like they're coming out towards us a little bit. So I'm going to go down at an angle and up at an angle like this. And these shutters are how you close the house up if there's a storm, or if you leave the house for the day, you can close it up this way. We add some little details here in the shutters so they look more real. I've also, in addition to the map I've put up, I'm going to put a slideshow of these houses on this lesson as well and attach it there. So you can get a slideshow of a bunch of different ideas for these houses. So I'll put a little window right here. And these shutters I'm going to make just squared off so it looks like they're flat against the house. And we can kind of do the same thing here. Make little lines here. All these little details make a difference when you're making your art. Also makes it look a little more 3D. Whoops, that was a crooked line. Now I'm going to put a door. Let's see, I'll put my doorway right here. And we can have a shutter for this front door, and I'll make the line go down a little bit, and this line will go up so it looks like the shutter's kind of coming out towards us, makes it look more 3D. I have to do a little bit of erasing here. And I'll go inside here with the same detail as the other shutters. I've also seen people just put lines in their shutters, and the lines at the bottom will start angling down to match this line, and the lines going on top will start angling up to match this line, and it makes it look more 3D. Here's the lines for the porch, and we'll make the porch look like there's boards on it. So the first one's straight down the middle, and then they're going to angle out slightly going this direction until they match the angle of the outside line here. And we'll do the same thing over here, and the angle goes the opposite direction. And right on the front, I'm going to make some little lines that go straight down so it looks like we're looking right at these boards coming out at us on this deck. So far so good. Starting to look like a real house. Now, lines in the roof. We'll go straight down the middle just like the porch and the deck, and we'll start angling these lines out a little bit. Going this direction. And start angling these lines out, going this direction. So that looks more real. I can add the ground here, and we'll make it look like there's a little bit of a hill. And then a lot of times they'll have a tree with some overlapping over the house that's next to it. This particular house has a porch railing. You can add that to it if you like. So if we wanted to add a tree, let's see, I could just go right next to the house here, and I'll make this look like my little trees growing out of the ground. And to do like a banana tree, we'll just make the leaves a little pointy. And now you see I've got some overlapping, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of erasing. I could have started with the tree, that might have been smart. That way I don't have to do all the erasing, but either way, we're going to be painting these, so you won't see the erased lines at all. It'll work out just fine. But this is just our practice drawing. And we can add some other details. Let's see. Put some coconuts on here. And I can put some little lines going down. So it looks like palm fronds if you wanted. You can do these in a variety of different ways. Alright, and then we can put some clouds up here in the sky to add some final little details. So the first part of this project, we're just going to practice drawing these Haitian houses on paper. Feel free to look at the slideshow to get some ideas. The second part of this project will actually be making our final drawings on a big piece of cardboard, which we're going to cut out, or cut the corners, and paint. So we have our own little Haitian art we can hang up on our walls at home. Alright, please do send me pictures of your work so I can see it along the way. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me through Schoology. Alright, be safe out there, manatees. Have fun.